What's up, y'all? How are y'all doing? I don't know how many of y'all are here yet, but we're going to kind of be going over with Mother's Day coming up. There's a few cases, Susan Smith. I think I've done Susan Smith, though, so I'm going to look into that a little bit further. But there's a few cases coming up, with it being Mother's Day that I thought would be interesting to look into. Casey Anthony being one, because she's completely batshit crazy, and she's been batshit crazy since she was young. Her parents have been hiding that for her, and I think it's been hard for the father, but the mother's been doing the most to try to hide her mental status. So, hi, Tara, and welcome. Chief is giving a bath. He's about to take him swimming. This was their Mother's Day gift to me. So this is where I'm going to be the next 2 days. So I'm super excited. Hi, Blue. How are you? Love your face. I actually don't even like the saying love your face, but I love your face. So what we are going to do, and hello, handsome man of Southern Soul Tarot. So what's y'all's opinions on Casey Anthony before we get into it? Now, for the most part, she is the most hated mother in America. We know why. But let's kind of see what y'all if y'all could have one word that you could drop for her, what would it be? Just to be honest. Love you too, Blue. It is a great one, isn't it? It's so awesome. We got 2 beds. We got the whole bath. We got the spa part. It's completely awesome. So she's a liar. Agree. She's been a liar since the day she was a child. And the reason I don't want to say it like that always plays into it is because it did. Because of the fact that her parents lied for her as she was lying. Hello, pretty baby elephant. Oh, hey, how are you? I'm glad you're able to finally make it. I saw some of your comments. I tried to get back to them the best I could, but let's welcome pretty baby elephant. She's been very supportive, and or he, if I get either one wrong, but I do feel it is a she. But either way, let's go ahead and thank them for being a part of the channel and enjoying everything, so far and being super supportive. And hello, Ken. It's nice to see you. I'm glad that I did it a little bit earlier, so you can go ahead and kind of chime in with us. But as some of the people were coming in the room, I was kind of asking if you had a word for Casey Anthony. I think Tara said liar. So who else? Who else wants to give a word to who Casey Anthony? Not the best, but it's Mother's Day, so I'm in my jammies. So who's the bitch? Oh, bitch. Blue. I thought you were saying I was a bitch because I was in my jammies. I love you, Blue. Entitled. Good one. Deceitful. Good one. Well, welcome for joining us, Rochelle, and we're glad to have you. So basically, I am kind of starting off the live. We're starting a little bit early, so I'm kind of giving everybody. You're still in your. I know when you just said that, it made me laugh. Like, bitch, that's what I was like. Ooh, I was like, I think I upset Blue. No, I'm just kidding. We love each other. But let's see. Okay, so, well, welcome to your first live. We hope that you enjoy it. As y'all come in, if y'all give it a thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. This is going to be a 2-part edition for Mother's Day. So today is going to be how basically she sucked as a person before she ever had Caylee, and how much she sucks after now, because she is a horrible person, and the way that she has portrayed herself, I don't really think there's anything that you can say for her that gives her a good excuse. So with that being said, we're going to kind of go ahead and look a little bit further into her childhood, how that led into her adulthood, and how that led into the way she treated Caylee. And then tomorrow we will do the whole case itself recap, because it has been a while. So let me see if I missed anything. Okay. So we are going to be using We're going to be using the mermaid Lisa Robertson Mermaid Tarot. I am going to scooch y'all back. Y'all are on a pillow, so if y'all completely fall over, my bad. So we are using the Lisa Robertson Tarot, and that is going to kind of go ahead and it has a bit of a kid's energy to it, as a little bit. So I hope everyone's having a good night. Rosie, Tara, everybody in the chat, all the mods. Thank y'all for joining me. So this is something I've just kind of always like, when Caylee passed, my oldest son was about a year younger. And I couldn't imagine how they let this girl walk away with going, well, I don't know, I just gave her to somebody. Like, no, you were the last one seen with her, so therefore you're responsible, so therefore you are guilty no matter what the hell happened to that girl. So, your daughter. So, that's how I feel about it. Jose Baez was the biggest joke I've ever seen in court. I couldn't believe those, what is it they call them? The village idiots, the jurors, went for it, because I've never heard so much crap come out of someone's mouth. Actually, I heard a lot of crap come out of people's mouths, especially some creators. But as far as in the courtroom, I was very surprised that the people who were listening, jurors, actually took this into consideration, how he kept switching and switching and switching. So we are going to... That's what I'm saying, Ken. Like, she shouldn't have got away with that. Like, first off, when you have a child, you're the primary caretaker. So if anything happens to your child, therefore you are automatically guilty. She did not report the child missing for over 30 days? Automatically guilty. She admitted later on that she knew what happened to the child. So she is improper disposal of a body. Child endangerment. About 5 different charges you can think of as being a parent. So therefore, they overcharged her, and I think the problem was the jury wasn't intelligent enough to understand what they were doing. And that is just to be honest. Yeah, it is going to buffer a bit, y'all, so I do apologize. But I will try to keep it the best that I can. So we're going to go ahead and see what her energy was like going into childhood. What did she feel about herself? What did she feel others should think about herself? Okay, so 2 of Swords. So again, this is like manipulation of the mind in the sense that you're using words and you're using them very fluently. So she had no problem with giving one lie to the next. It was almost like she just flowed from one to the other. So that was very easy for her when she was younger. So let's see, as she got a little bit older, more towards having Casey. Yeah, she was already, again, more Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm not sure of her birthday, but with that energy right there, it is saying that she was harsh. She was harsh even as a teenager and a young adult. So I do think she used a lot of her words, her mind, everything to manipulate. Her parents did say that. She even lied about her graduation. Oh, thank you, Bloom Moon, and happy Mother's Day to you as well. Happy Mother's Day to everybody in the room. But thank you so much, Blue. I'll be seeing you soon for Mother's Day. So in the near future, what do we need to know about her? Okay, so again, she's got a lot of communications issues, and we know that because she's a liar. So in the future, again, there's a 10 of Swords. So it's saying no matter what she says, it will always be a lie. She'll always manipulate the judicial system, and she'll always lie and try to get away with what she feels should be justified for her, not anybody else. It's not her concern. She is her concern. So with the 2 of Swords here, let's go ahead and see what it is that she tried to get over on people the most. So what she tried to get over was avoiding the fact that she was lying as an early child here. Again, I'm not sure of her sign. She could have been lying about Caylee here too, but it is saying that she would get away with lying a lot as a child. So she really felt like she owned that. She could kind of manipulate the earthly realm with those pentacles as the queen, because she did. So she was able to play off of people's emotions. Knight of Cups. So that is what she learned, and I think she did a lot. Again, with her parents, she did claim to graduate, but she did not. And they even threw her a graduation party to kind of go ahead and cover up for the fact that she didn't graduate. So with the Knight of Swords in reverse, you have the 8 of Swords in reverse. So whenever she went into this energy with Caylee, and you have a lot of air energy, so she might be an air sign, but I'm not sure of her birthday. But it is just saying alone. She was trying to release that tension and let go and kind of be able to see and kind of wiggle and get that wiggle room. But the communication wasn't really adding up with the whole thing. So with that, you do have the Six of Cups. Therefore, it is in reverse. Six of Cups represents children. So this is showing that whenever that happened, she did go ahead and she did take the life of her child. She did not. It's like she got plenty of praise when she was a child. She got plenty of recognition, but it's just like it was never enough. She always needed more. And I think she felt that Caylee got that more than her. And so she was jealous of that. So she went ahead and put the Ten of Swords into Caylee. So we'll see why. Yeah, Ace of Swords. So again, there's the communication here that's kind of interrupting between the mother and her. I feel like the mother would make, as you see, like there's carvings on this sword, and it's heavy communication. So someone's going to hit hard. And not only is it going to hit hard, I think this is your father too, kind of saying, like, get your shit together, take care of your daughter, and be a mother, and quit lying, because that's what you're doing. You're lying. So let's go ahead and see what else they're kind of feeling towards that. Yeah, Ace of Cups. So now they are feeling, even though she was not convicted, there is an Ace of Cups moment. So it's kind of like everything has truly been revealed. Most of the society knows that she did it. I don't really think there's too many people who don't feel that she did. Unless people who are family members and maybe hope. But, let's see. Yes, the kids picked out, actually Andrew did. He picked out a purple room for Mother's Day for us. So I thought that was really sweet of him. So thank you, Andrew. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. Hi, Larissa, and how are you? Basically, she was always jealous of Caylee, and she was jealous of Caylee and Cindy's relationship because Cindy made it very clear that she was favoritive of Caylee, obviously, because she was a child. And Casey was just a fuck up. So with the Two of Swords, let's go ahead and see what that energy is. So you have the Five of Swords. So yeah, she was always like starting crap to start to try to argue over things that didn't matter. It was overkill. So she was a shit star mentally and manipulator, gaslighter since the day she was a young child. With the Tower, she did that for a reason with the Queen of Pentacles. The reason she did that was to release the Five of Cups. She was always wanting what was over, like grass is greener on the other side. She didn't so much get that in that situation, but she did get it from certain individuals that she wanted it most from. Like I think maybe her immediate family. So the next one you have is going to be the Lover. So this is when I think that when Caylee was about to come along, and it did not work out. That they did separate, from what I understand. And I do think she feels a lack of connection between the father and herself. I do think had a relationship. So you see the Knight of Swords coming in reverse. So Knight of Swords is going to come in reverse, be a little bit harsh, and kind of do things a little bit more brutally than normal. So kind of let's go ahead and see why. That's more air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's a lot, babe. Let me just get one or two. All right. So she is saying there with the Three of Cups, there was this third party energy. So I do know that she felt like, I think she felt like she needed to kind of give up Caylee in the sense to continue on with this life that she wanted, which would be the third situation, because she was emotionally dating somebody at the time. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, you have the Three of Wands. So yeah, she was waiting for this relationship to come in with this person and kind of wait for the ship to take Caylee away. It was an action. It was the action she put into play, though. So with the Six of Cups, you do have the Queen of Coins. So she had the power. Again, I don't know her sign, but she had the power to make it thrive within the earthly realm or make it completely collapse. And she made it collapse Caylee's opportunities as a child with the Six of Cups in reverse, which collapsed her opportunities in the earthly realm. So you see the Ten of Swords in reverse with the Page. So this is saying the Page, as far as Caylee did not have the opportunity with the Ten of Swords to move forward, fire energy in the earthly realm. So that chance was taken from her by her mother. And you do see that with the Six of Cups in reverse. also came out. So that is also validating not having the childhood that you would have chose or liked for yourself. So you have the Ace of Swords with the King of Swords. Let's see whose energy that is. That is the Ace of Wands. So whoever kind of executed this in the near future and who is going to, I do think her father feels this way the most about her, but I think he wants movement on her. I think he wants her to go to jail still. I still very much feel that, and I think he feels like that's balance. That's what she deserves. Like, she took her daughter's life and basically has gotten away with it, and she's thrived off of it. She's taken interviews, and she even says she sleeps well at night. I don't think there's one parent that I've ever met in this room or any room, right? Just say your child has passed by accident or anything like that. Who in the says that they sleep well at night? If you don't know how your child died, you know how your child died. That's why you sleep well at night. So that was a really dumb thing to say during your interview, just as dumb as you look. So let's go ahead and see what the Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here for her? Because she has worked hard with the Three of Pentacles to make things look like they have ran smoothly, and that this was how her dad, and what ended up happening with Caylee happened. But she is a liar. She's always been a liar, and we know that. So that is kind of validating that. And then we'll pull some kippers. Hi, Bristol Girl. I'm sorry. And hi, Sawat. Jessica. And welcome. As soon as y'all come in, if y'all can give it a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. It'll help bring in more people interested in the case that might have more information. Or if y'all are interested just in lives in general like this, case uploads, requests. We do giveaways. We do all kinds of cool stuff. If y'all would like to be, and if y'all want to share that, that will also help that too. So we do have occupation. So again, this was kind of like she did lie about her occupation quite a bit. And we do know that that's adding the 4 and 3 is the 7. So that's kind of causing tension, and that's causing tension between actions. So she's basically did not have a job or an occupation, and she was lying about that. She was also saying that she had this like perfect lovers relationship. You know, she did say she had it with Caylee's father at some point. But I think that is kind of, I think that's kind of why she went ahead and split with her boyfriend at the time. You do have toil and labor, so that is something that she did kind of stress over at certain times. And then unexpected income. She didn't have the income that she wanted. So she was kind of going ahead and supplementing that income by stealing from people. And the reason why is because she was trying to be courted by the boyfriend she had at the time. So that is kind of the energy that we got for her so far. Do y'all have any questions? Privileged brats, exactly. She was a privileged freaking brat, and she still is. I think they try to put a label on it, but it's really hard. Hey, Jessica, how have you been? Oh, yeah, I know. That's hard. Yeah, Zanny the nanny, exactly right. Zanny the nanny was like, I'm gonna drug my kid up with Xanax. Even her own dad said that Zanny was Xanax. He said that, and he's a police officer, so he said that he would see dark circles under his granddaughter's eyes. When she was a child, again, she lied about her sports, like the things she did in sports. She was active in sports, but she lied about graduation. They even threw her a fake graduation party. So nobody in the family, questioned the fact that she didn't graduate. So, it's been a while. Yeah. Well, I've been taking a break from lives, to be honest. I'm kind of getting back into that. I've been taking quite a break, though. I stopped probably around October for a bit. But do y'all have any other questions? Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna go to the pool for a little bit, but call me whenever you get done, Blue. But do y'all have any other questions though about the situation with Caylee and Casey and her parents or her as a child or anything like that? This is annoying. Yes, and if this is y'all's first time here, like I said again, I think I just said it, but thank you so much for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. We love to have you as a part of the Southern Soul Tarot family. I think I'm going to be Magenta and Janet. We'll see what happens. I did Grease Lightning for my birthday, so we're going to be doing a giveaway. So if y'all want to be involved in that and the giveaways, if y'all want to hit that subscribe bar, notification bell, it'll let you know when we have that. We do case uploads, requests, all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, we try to have fun. And then we do have Patreon here where we learn a lot of other stuff. No, I don't think her dad molested her, but I'll read that. And I'm going to use the legacy for that. And the reason I don't think her dad did it is because she cried when she saw her dad. And she was like, oh, I miss you so much. And maybe that, anybody can say that's interpreted differently. But it was like she was wanting her dad. So for somebody who was molested by your dad, I don't think you would be. So she could say that's. So that's what I said. They're the juror idiots. Like, what are they called? The village idiots. That's what they were called for the longest time. And a lot of people of them now, and not to like talk too much crap about them, but they even say like it was the stupidest decision that they ever made. So, let's go ahead and see, though, did her dad molest her? I'm taking a second because the cards that came out, so I kind of want to see what I'm getting off of them. Because the Ace of Wands is going to show a movement. It is. It's going to show a passionate movement, and it shows to bring in temperance. Now, I don't think the dad did what she claimed. No, I don't. But I do think that she claimed something, that it was to bring in some kind of temperance that maybe he wasn't having at the time. And then so you kind of have the lovers in reverse. So now, obviously, that's not his lover. So that would have been his daughter. But it is showing that there could be a bit of a distortion. But I can pull it again and kind of see what I get from the other deck. And see what we get from that one. Because, again, I really don't feel that. I don't see that happening from her dad. He seems to be a completely solid with this deck. Because to be more of a childhood deck, that would kind of come out as. So let's go ahead and see as her childhood. Now you have the King of Pentacles, which would have been him. This is a health cut. He was a first responder, so that would more be like a fire sign. But it is also health, so that would be a first responder sign. So let's go ahead and see which could represent her father, possibly. She was also looking at him as the, I know the mother had a good job too, but the Eight of Pentacles. So they're showing that there's some time put into this in the earthly realm. Certain things that have, I feel like that was working a lot though. The Magician. The Magician can kind of manipulate things in the earthly realm. So, and Nine of Pentacles. So it's kind of like taking notes of things that happened in the earthly realm. So, I'm not going to say that I think that happened. I just think that there's some odd energy around that. I will say that. How did police see Casey's white car? I don't think that they were looking for it. That's the thing. I don't, that car hadn't been reported. I don't think, to my knowledge, if I'm wrong, we can go ahead and look that up, but let's see why Casey Cars was not noticed. Because of the Two of Wands. So it's like, again, it was by the dumpster. So I looked at it, whether it was the car or it was something wrong with the dumpster. So they just wrote it off to it was something, not so the ending of life, but kind of like maybe it was just something that was kind of there as far as the energy around it. I mean, it was a dumpster. So it's not the beginning of life, the emotions that they were getting from the actions, the smells. And then you have the high priestess in reverse. So she did a very good job at hiding this. She knew exactly where to hide it. Again, she was not unaware of what she was doing. Yeah, everything she did was around the parents' home. So that's very important to remember. Everything was that way. Her jury was an idiot. Like, I'm sorry. Her jury was an idiot. And I don't mean to be like harsh or rude or whatever, but they were not intelligent in the way that they chose. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's what we're going to do part 2 tomorrow, because this is the beginning of her life. Like, she was already like this, Tara, but like when she was like young. Like I said, she lied about her sports. She lied about her graduation. She lied about everything. And her family even threw a graduation party for her family to come to so that nobody questioned if she graduated. So there was a lot of things that were covered up for her. So now you can see almost why it kind of overplayed and overlapped into what happened with Caylee, because they kind of just always took her word for it, or they didn't want to push her and piss her off because she'd get upset. Oh, and that's what I'm saying. For her to say she sleeps well at night, how in the hell do you sleep well at night? Like, you're a sick, twisted person, and you know exactly what you did. So that's how she sleeps well at night. She knows what happened to her. Because anybody who is going to lose their child unexpectedly and in that kind of manner, and then much less say that their father has something to do with it, and then say that they just don't they sleep well and they don't have questions and all this crap like that, then you knew something about it. It was only 10? Yeah, that's all right. Some people like to watch but don't talk too much, and that's okay. If they don't want to talk, they don't have to. But again, we do the likes for the people we're reading for, So if y'all want to go ahead and share that, y'all can go ahead and hit the like button. If not, then y'all can go ahead and put a candle in the box or a heart for Caylee. So whichever you choose to do. Some of his personal property was found about 4 weeks later in South Lake County. Oh, it might be if it's like that from when you came in, Ken, that might be why. It's not refreshed, maybe. So if you refresh it, it might go ahead and refresh that. I have to do that on mine. It won't show. But before we go into the deeper part tomorrow of the actual murder part of what she did murder Caylee, and I think we know that as a collective, as much as people don't really want to directly go to that. I do think that is something that we are going to touch on tomorrow. And I know it's Mother's Day, but we want to go ahead and touch on it for Caylee and the whole situation. So yes, and we love you, Ken. Like I said, it's just every now and you gotta. I don't think her future holds much. Honestly, she's gonna fall into the cracks. If she doesn't end up going back to jail like OJ does over some bullshit like that she already's done before, or some other crap that doesn't matter, then she's gonna end up just being nobody, because she is nobody. She's irrelevant. So nobody really likes talking about irrelevant people too much, but she is irrelevant. So we'll kind of leave it at her. She is only popular because of what she did, but as a person, she's completely irrelevant. She has no talent. She's just basically wasting space. So that's my opinion of her. Like I said, again, my oldest son, and her daughter would have been a year apart, and yeah, and she's young enough to have another one. They should have given her a damn hysterectomy before they let her out of jail. Yeah, she's 35. She was a year older than me. She's about 35. I'm about to be 35, so she might be almost 36, but she was a year older than me. And they should have given her ass a hysterectomy before they ever let her out of jail, because she shouldn't be able to have no more babies. She don't deserve it after what she did with that baby. And I do think that should be something. Again, and we'll talk about even with like, and nothing against like other, extended parents and things like that. I'm talking about like mothers, stepmothers, anybody who's taking on that mother role. We'll talk about Letitia soon, and how she kind of took advantage of that role and kind of made it seem like she was there. So she was just a total, again, scamming, lying bitch. So that's how I feel about her. Excuse my language. It's late at night to me, so we can say that. Let's see. Baby elephant. Yeah, she's like a year older than me. I'm 34, so she's not very much older than me. Hey, Ethan. No, it doesn't bother her, and that's the sickening part. Like I said, my son is a year difference from her when they were the same when it happened, and I mean, even now, if I lose track of him for 5 minutes, my heart panic. It just drops, and I've never lost track of him, thankfully. But I'm saying, if it were to happen, my heart would drop. So for her to go on this 30-day binge of Bella Vita, life is great, I'm going to grind on some chicks on stage, like, you weren't worried about that baby at all. You went shopping, you forged checks, you were buying underwear, you were buying alcohol, you were on like hot body contests. You didn't give a crap about the baby. So let's be honest. And I understand why there's certain people around her that want to believe that. Yeah, and she just lies so much. That's the same thing with Letitia. She's lying in, and now she has a new lawyer. Did y'all see that? So she finally got her way and got a male lawyer, to my understanding, from Above and Beyond Ancestors, which really sucks because that was the whole point. She was doing it. She was trying to get a man lawyer because she wanted a man lawyer so that she could manipulate him, because she couldn't manipulate the women. So apparently she got her way. So we'll have to do some manifestation on Letitia in that case. Yeah, if you got Bella Vita on your shoulder, you were definitely happy. You know what's sad, Ken, is I think she felt that way a long time about Gannon. I do. And what's sad is I don't think Gannon ever wanted anything but love from her and to make her happy. And she couldn't give that to him as a parent. And so I'm saying, like, I don't think that he ever did anything to make her as upset or anything's a crap. I mean, come on, you look at her now and it's like, what the hell are you talking about, you crazy bat case? You know what I mean? Like making up all these files and lies and things like that. Like I said, it just reminds me of certain creators who make up certain files and then say they got things taken care of, but they didn't actually do anything at all. That's what it kind of reminds me of. So it's kind of like, why don't you put your ducks in a row and make some fucking sense before you keep opening your mouth, because it's kind of like a flapping something that nobody wants to see. So that's all I gotta say. Yeah, she was just jealous and she wanted him out of the picture. That's how I feel. And unfortunately, it was at, his cost and his family's cost. Yeah, he was a reminder of his mother and she couldn't stand that. As I'm saying, and unfortunately, that's the way it seems to be a lot. Exactly. That wasn't, that wasn't like okay with her, for him to have another child in life before her. It had to be all about her. Yeah, which again, there's a bit creator quite like that. But we'll leave that alone. Yeah, a lot. It's a little bad raps. But I think it's just that, like, because of stuff like that, it's just you can't help but worry sometimes because you don't really kind of know what you're dealing with. You can only see what they show you. So you just kind of have to hope that they're telling you the truth. Yeah, we'll have to see what that one is, Ken. Oh, yeah. And as many, I was actually going to do Susan Smith soon. And then so we're doing those actually coming up on Monday and Tuesday. So Monday and Tuesday we'll have Andrea Yates and Susan Smith. So there are two other mothers who are highly hated in America for the way they did what they did. Of course, there is, what is her name? The one that played Hungry Like a Wolf. I can't think. Diane Downs. So Diane Downs is somebody that we will look into as well. I did do Diane Downs before, but I did it as a comparison to Chris Watts. So this time we will kind of do it on her own. Yeah, they're getting rid of their kids, then go have new lives, and bullshit. Your life is your kid, and if you don't like it, then you don't deserve it. If they don't deserve it, you don't deserve it, and that's my opinion. But I don't want to keep it too long. We're gonna go ahead and take the kids swimming. Yes, Diane Downs. I will do Diane Downs. I'm gonna do Diane Downs. I'm gonna do Andrea over here in Houston. She had postpartum depression, and kind of the family ignored it a little bit and kind of let things happen. I'm hoping that it would get better, but it didn't get better, obviously. So we're going to look into that. Yes, and we will have fun swimming. So thanks, Babs Johnson, Tara, Ken, Seals Chief, Trina, Pretty Baby Elephant, Diana, Sawat Ski, I believe is how you pronounce it. Please don't hit me. He's like, let's go swimming, man. And Jessica. So if I miss, he's like, let's go. He's like, okay. So if I missed anybody, I do apologize. But I said we're going to go ahead and we're going to head out and go swimming because that's what he wants to do. But y'all have a great night. Thank y'all so much for joining me. And don't forget tomorrow we'll be doing part when the actual crime itself took place and what was going on in her head. Yeah, I know, isn't he? He's like, look how cute I am, y'all. Y'all can't deny it. And thank y'all. Y'all have a wonderful Mother's Day too. And y'all, as far as anybody, the mothers, stepmothers, aunts, anybody, playing that role, happy Mother's Day to all of you too. Thank you for joining. Ken said hello, Connor, and then everybody said hello. And then again, we will see y'all tomorrow. I'll try to run the live early in the morning if y'all like. And then we do have class for Patreons around 1 o'clock. So I will send out emails for that. So love everyone. Love and light. Blessed be. Y'all have a good Mother's Day. Being that it'll be over 12 tonight. And then I will see y'all tomorrow. So thank you again for joining me. Y'all have a good one. Bye.